Welcome back, Elliott Trades here. We're going to do an analysis on the Forex pairs. Now, first of all, I'd really like to thank you all for 51 subscribers. That's been really fast. Hopefully the channel will grow more so we can help more people. Speaking of help, yesterday I wasn't too helpful because I allowed my bias to prevent me from clearly, basically, I wasn't wrong in yesterday's video, let me put it that way. But watching it again myself, I know that the way I was talking would have influenced people to take the buys from here and here. Okay. Even though we did not get confirmation at these areas. Now, I was bearish. I was looking for, bullish. I was looking for another high before the drop. Even though we did have this completed completed diag that I brought to your attention, I still felt there would be one more high. So basically apologies for that. You can check the record, but every video that I've ever done is still up, and that was the first time that I've actually been a bit misleading with my analysis. Not to say that the analysis was wrong, but because my opinion is strong in that video, I can see how people may have took a buy and it was a sell. So just to clarify that. Now, currently this is my count. Okay. Now A, B, C in that purple A, looking for a B and a C for the purple B, and then a retracement. Okay. I've called this A, B, C. This looks impulsive or whatever, is that flat looking thing. Yeah. I do expect for sooner or later for price to get above these highs. That's one thing. Okay. Now this move down A, B, C, I don't believe is a completed correction. Due to its size, due to time, due to retracement depth. Okay. If we're correcting this move from down here, we would like to see at bare minimum the 0.382. But for me, after ending diag, usually the price is returns to the origin of the pattern, right? Somewhere down here or even lower. I'd like to see price at the 618, at least the 50%, right? Below the 50%, where we got this demand here, and then we have this demand here. One of these two places is where I'll be waiting for price to get to, so I could then buy the market back up, because we know that the pound is bullish. We know that the euro is bullish. We know that the institutions have added buys and removed their sells according to the CO2 report. Okay, so we know we want to buy. Now, on top of all of this, okay, if this is a A, B, C, which I'm sure it is, we got an ending diagonal in here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all measures up perfectly. Okay, I am expecting, all right, this is, to me, is an A wave. And let me put it on the chart. To me, this move up here, impulsive looking A, looking for a B and then a C into there. Okay, that is my count, that is my bias. But at the same time, I'm going to show you on the chart why. Okay, so how I haven't done this, measurement, and I do expect it to be an extreme measurement, right? 2618 or 3 potentially. That's how it goes sometimes. A, B, C, you get it down to the 2618. Okay, that would, all of this would be a flat. In a in a in an A, this could potentially be a W. Okay, we're looking for the B or the X wave. Okay, like this. Send man down, pull back up, take them out, crash again, and give us this C. So that's clearly what I'm looking for on the pound. You can see that there, okay? It's coming down now, and I do not expect it to go crashing. We could come and take this low. That is a potential. We could come and take this low and then come back up, and then that would be an expanding flat. Okay, so this B, hold on. Let's get this right. This, okay, you get the picture, right? I don't like this being the same color anymore. A, B, C, give us the purple A. A, B, C, give us the purple B. Then I'm looking at, like, say, a 5 wave for coming down to give us our C over there. Onto EURUSD, it's the same picture for me. Okay, we do have these close highs up there. We do have see, it moves like a flat. It's a zigzag, okay? Technically, it's a zigzag. We haven't hit 90%. I'm fine with hitting 88.6 or a high 80%. Yeah, but still, at the end of the day, it still played like a 3-3-5. Okay, we're gonna call it a 5-3-5 because it's a zigzag because we didn't get that move up there. But for all intents and purposes, correction, correction, and correction in a 5-wave move, same as a flat. Anyway, looking at this, you can see the lower lows and the lower highs. This is going to look like resistance. Price will move down into support somewhere or swipe the low, come back up, take these highs into one of these supply zones, this one or this one, to then continue lower. Because just like the pound, this is corrective in a WXY or an ABC. We're looking for the same thing to correct it back up, come to one of the fib levels. At least 0.382 is a bare minimum. As you can see, the A wave's already done the 0.382. Okay, so now I'm looking for that B, for the C, and down in a 1, 2, 3. That is the analysis on EURUSD. We quickly jump onto the 4-hour time frame and remove the indicators. Okay. You can see that this correction was over once we crossed the channel line. We moved up in this channel, waiting for this channel low to be seen. Hold on. These channels are extremely helpful. I do suggest you get these channels onto your chart, okay? This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially leading diagonal that we're trying to correct right now, okay? So this would be our A, B, C, maybe into there. We have a gap. W formation, continuation to the upside. That is what I'm looking for in EURUSD. On AUDUSD, I haven't really looked at it in detail, so let me just make sure. Well, first of all, it looks like we're distributing, but gotta take that with a pinch of salt. Look, because this would be your UT and this would be your UTAD. Looking for a breaker structure down here. Okay, this one I just AUDUSD is very techy currently. This is an accumulation though. Okay, if AUDUSD would just come down into these areas, we'd be looking at some potentially some magnificent buys. We swipe these highs, we're pushing down. There is an unmitigated demand zone over here that left an imbalance. This could be 1, 2, 1, 2 where it's at right now. I'm leaning towards this being an A, looking for a B, looking for a C that will get us into that demand zone. I'm not doing that just because the demand zone's there. There's a few reasons. One, we're looking for A, B, C on the Euro pairs. 2, we do have this liquidity here. And 3, this is like an A, B, C to me. And this is an impulsive move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whether this impulsive move is a 1 or an A, I'm looking for a 3 and then another 5. 5, 3, 5. I'm looking for a move down. Okay. I'm expecting this supply zone to hold, at least temporary, at least for the first time we approach it. Let's go to the hour and let's put on the indicators. Okay, looking for this to go down. Looking for this to go down. Whether we come back into that supply or we move sideways and drop. This looks like liquidity to me. This low. These are relative equal lows. Unmitigated demand zone with imbalance. That took us up there and broke the high. The highest high out of the range. I see price coming down there. If we come down and we close below this red line, look for something more significant and deeper. But we are potentially going to correct deeper as well. There is that potential. So just inside here, I'm looking for something up to there and then a move down. If we get the move down first, then into here, then I'm looking for, so say we go like this into there, I'm looking for this, exactly that. Okay, so initially, first of all, I am potentially looking at something like this. Okay, but if we should go the other way around, then know that I'm looking at this. NZDUSD, same thing as AUDUSD. All right. Yes. All right. This ABC. Go for ABC. Somewhere into this supply over here. Something like this. Okay. But we could go deeper. Remember, we're correcting a big move. Okay. This. This is a very nice accumulation. I wouldn't be surprised if obviously if price came down here and say took out this low, cool. But I wouldn't be surprised if this low actually held and we got some movement higher from this box. So I'm not expecting too deep on NZD currently. I know this is an ideal buy zone, but coming down there is not too likely in my view. I don't see us losing this channel that much. Okay, so thank you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Trade safely. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to do, charts to look at, and then I'll get to it. All right, peace.